Hello everyone, my name is Corinne and today we are going to talk about maintaining attention. This is a continuation from the classroom management. Okay, so why is maintaining attention so important? That's because if you don't maintain their attention, the students will lose interest, they won't participate, they'll lose their focus, and then nothing is being learned. So essentially the whole class will be pointless if the students aren't actually learning. So here is how you can maintain attention. Move your video down as much as possible. Anytime you're addressing the class as a whole, anytime you're addressing a specific student, put down your video and the student's video so that's more of a conversation. Anytime that you are giving directions, make sure you put down your video so that all the focus is on you. And anytime that you are showing pronunciation so that they can see your mouth and how it moves. And of course, if a student is actively participating in an activity, if they're reading, playing a game, or if you're speaking to that student, move down that student's video so that the student knows that the focus is on them and that they are being asked to participate. Also, a way to maintain their attention is use TPR, which is that total physical response. Basically, using your body to non-verbally communicate with the students. It's all about the body language. Use that as much as possible anytime you are giving directions, anytime you are going over grammar and vocabulary. This is needed so that it keeps the students' attention, so that they can understand what is being said, so that they don't get confused or bored or anything like that. Also, it might be helpful to get the students to participate in the TPR as well. That way they are actively participating in the class and following along with you. Also, if you ever play a new game or even a game that you've played previously, model how to play the game by first demonstrating. And also, as you're demonstrating, go over what needs to be done, what you expect them to do. And it could be simple commands like draw a circle, make a line, move the object. It can be simple. It doesn't have to be a big explanation, but at least tell them what you expect. Also, and this is very important, keep a quick pace. If the lesson starts to drag, the students will get very bored and lose interest very quickly. In order to do this, you have to keep a quick pace, pay attention to your students' level of comprehension of the lesson. If they're getting it fairly quickly, pick up the pace. If they are not getting it that fast or as fast as you would have expected, slow down the pace to make sure that everyone is on the same page. Also, if you do happen to pick up the pace more so than you had expected, and then you have time at the end where there's no more lesson, but you still have time in the class, try and think of a few extra activities. You can play a previous game, use a previous slide, but just use a different tool. So if you used the arrow to drag, maybe have them make a circle, maybe have them use a laser pointer to find different objects, things like that. Also, you want to verify that all the equipment works before class, including games in the lesson. This is so that you don't have to take time out to fix any problems, because once you take the time out to fix a problem, you will lose your students' attention. Which also brings me to my next point. Always be well prepared. Again, you do not want to be taking time out of class to go get something, to go get a real object, things like that, because it will take time away from the class and you will lose your students' interest the moment that you leave. I hope this helps, and thank you for listening.